Hundreds of Holocaust survivors were honored in Poland today to commemorate the liberation of the Auschwitz concentration camp. Soviet troops freed the camp 70 years ago. Today, survivors walked the same path from all those years ago. It is estimated that 1.3 million people were sent to Auschwitz during World War II. Survivors were emotional today and pleaded for people not to repeat the atrocities of World War II.
That's the key to my existence. We survivors do not want our past to be our children's future.
And this aerial drone video shows just how large the camp was. More than 1 million people are believed to have been killed at Auschwitz from May 1940 until the camp was liberated in 1945.
And one survivor of Auschwitz lives here in Colorado Springs, and he echoes that same sentiment that we must remember past atrocities if the world is to move forward in peace.
Only on 13, he spoke to Greg Miller about his experiences in camp and how his suffering drove him to a new life.
When you're 13 years old, the biggest worry in life should be sports, popularity, or a middle school crush. David Bram had to focus on survival.
We didn't know what was waiting for us. Coming from a transport with boxcars where we were transferred, I could see that the destruction of human beings were very rapidly done.
At the age of 13, he saw thousands of people killed, told they were going in for a shower before they were gassed. Every day he expected the worst.
Then we realized that our lives were very limited in time for life because we were told we're not going to survive the war.
A feeling he relives every time he looks at his wrist.
It's 142684.
Recalling the days when he was just a number, no name, no identity.
My belief is to teach people the value of freedom, the value of being a good human being, not to hate, because hate is very destructive.
Eventually, he was sent to another camp in Austria, where he remained until the end of the war in 1945. He spent 2 years in Austria before being granted U.S. citizenship. Then he was drafted into the Army, where he served another 3 years. A pattern in his life is a constant sense of new beginnings.
I have to start a new life with new hope, with a place where you can develop your own personal way of life, to learn how to live.
As the years pass, there are few survivors like Bram left, which is why he tells his story.
The past has taught us a lot of lessons, but nevertheless, the past cannot dictate my future.
Yeah, now as part of that future, he still goes out and talks to school classes all the time about his time in various labor camps. He also gave a presentation last summer to the Schriever Air Force Base, and he has received honors from various groups, including the National Holocaust Museum in Washington, D.C.